Well, my father, Harold Skousen, back in the 1960s, was called into the office of President David O. McKay. But President McKay asked him if he would go down and teach religion in the religion department at BYU. And of course, my father said okay. But he asked him to go down there and particularly teach about the Book of Mormon, because President McKay said the students were graduating from BYU without testimonies. And he says he really would like to see someone who could help the students down there gain a testimony of the Book of Mormon. The thing that people remember most about my father is that he was a great storyteller. He just had a wonderful talent to be able to take history and digest it and understand it and appreciate it and look at all the sources of the stories and put them together and then relate them to students in a way that was spellbinding. Part of his storytelling abilities was to be able to take the life experiences of any particular prophet in the Book of Mormon and expound on that and enliven it and make you feel like you were there, make you feel like he was somebody you knew or you wanted to know, and brought it to home so that suddenly this book was alive. He said he'd have football players come up to him after class and with tears in their eyes and say, Brother Skousen, this is the most wonderful book. I just have so appreciated getting to know the Book of Mormon better, and I really feel I have a testimony of it. My father retired from BYU after 12 years in about 1978. So a lot of people didn't get a chance to hear him teach that anymore. So years later, we developed this commentary, audio commentary on the Book of Mormon, which included Wendell Noble reading the scripture, the Book of Mormon, and then my father coming in and commenting on each one of the verses as they went through the whole Book of Mormon. I think back on the time when we were growing up in our home. Certainly on Sundays after dinner, we would sit around the dinner table and we would read a page out loud and then discuss them and talk about them. And he would explain, wonderful things about the gospel that we maybe had never heard before, which was usually the case. And it kind of produced, I think, in my opinion, helped produce that inner core of a testimony that just never left. I think each of my brothers and sisters have all been impacted and inspired and appreciate the Book of Mormon more after listening to our father teach. And there are many good teachers out there who teach the Book of Mormon. But we've been so blessed to have such a great teacher be part of our lives throughout our growing up. As we would listen to my father talk about different people in the Book of Mormon, it seems like every single person he would bring out based on what you could read in the Book of Mormon, their personalities, their difficulties, their challenges. It really inspired me anyway as I would go through the Book of Mormon and get a deeper understanding of every single prophet. I'm just thrilled with all of the prophets, from Lehi right on down to Moroni. Reading and studying and being exposed to the Book of Mormon throughout my life, like everyone, it's been an ongoing line upon line, precept upon precept. And the more you learn, the more it just solidifies that testimony that continues to grow. It's just an overwhelming impact on my life and the life of my wife and my children and grandchildren.